Good Yontiv. Today is a very special day. It is the 10th day of Kislev. This is the day that the Michoel Rebbe, Rabbi Dovber Shnayuri, the second Rebbe of Chabad Lubavitch dynasty, was liberated from his imprisonment. And it's a very, very special time. I'd like to share a story about the Michoel Rebbe. The story is told that his son-in-law and his successor, the Tzemach Tzedek, was once riding with the coachman, with the Baal Agala, who used to serve his father-in-law, the previous Rebbe, before him, the Michoel Rebbe. So he gave him some money when they came to a stop to buy a drink, and then when they came to the next stop, the coachman asked the Rebbe again if he could have more money to buy another drink. So the Tzemach Tzedek told him, the amount of change here, he said, the amount of change that you brought me last time should suffice for the next drink. So the coachman sighed and he said, you're not as holy as your predecessor, as the previous Rebbe. So Tzemach said, why not? He said, because your predecessor, the Michoel Rebbe, Rabbi Dovber, he never once looked at the change. He said he never looked, he never noticed it. And the Chassidim used to say that the Michoel Rebbe would not look at money. He would not look at the face of a coin. Similar to the story that's told by one of the famous sages of the Talmud, the Amoraim, they would not look at the face of money because of the idolatry, of the questionable idolatrous images that are on the face of money. The reason I share this story is because the Michoel Rebbe was a person who was devoted to teaching Chassidus and the secrets of the Torah in a very expansive way, and his followers, his adherents in modern times, Chabad Chassidim, we are all entrusted with this holy job of teaching Chassidus and teaching Yiddishkeit, teaching Torah to the masses, to fellow Jews and to the whole world. Sadly, some of the prominent mouthpieces of the teaching of Chassidus on the web nowadays, Chabad.org, and other Chabad organizations, recently have been using wittingly or knowingly or unknowingly, began using pagan imagery in their online and on banners in Crown Heights. And we have to understand, we have to learn from the Michoel Rebbe to stay away from idolatry, to avoid it to the nth degree. Anything which is even questionably idolatrous, we have to stay away from. There's currently now 2 idolatrous images on Eastern Parkway, down the street from 770. There are numerous idolatrous images all over Chabad.org. They refuse to take responsibility for them, to take them down. So I ask all of you to please complain. This also, unfortunately, this tragedy also has now started in Aish, which also people who are well-intentioned and they wish to teach Torah and teach Yiddishkeit in a viral way, but they also have resorted to using idolatrous imagery, the single eye images, the other unspeakable images, icons, which all have pagan and polytheistic significance, and it needs to stop immediately. I heard once from Michael Schwartz, and also from Rabbi Pape, that when the Rebbe, before the Rebbe would approve of anything in Mashiach times or in Tzivos Hashem, the Rebbe would meticulously go over it to make sure there's not even any questionable image of something which is questionably from an unholy source, unholy origin. He made Michael Schwartz change things. The emblem from Tzivos Hashem, because it had a sun with sun rays, the Rebbe said because questionably could be associated with the flag of Japan, which is with idolatry, with Avodah Zarah. We have to learn from the Michoel Rebbe it's true to avoid to be doiche b'shtei yadayim, anything which is questionable idolatrous. So I plead to the greater Chabad Lubavitch movement, to all Chassidim and Shluchim, to look through what your message, what your icons, your images, your promo images, and make sure that there's not even a question of an abizrayu d'avodah zarah. And even if the mainstream Wikipedia says, oh, that's just fringe, it doesn't matter. There are fringe people. There are people out there nowadays, truthers, whatever you want to call them, conspiracy theorists. There are millions of them. And when they look at Chabad.org, when they look at someone covering one eye or doing this, like Avram Fried also has the same problem, over their one eye with one eye closed or one eye open, they're looking at that and saying, he said, that is avodah zarah. People are looking at that and they see idolatry. It would be like saying, imagine Chabad or someone's crossing their finger or crossing themselves. And we tell them, hey, that's idolatry, it's avodah zarah, polytheistic. It's not of the Jewish faith. And the person would say, well, I didn't realize, I was just crossing my fingers, just a mistake. It doesn't matter what your intentions are. We have to reject and repudiate completely any even the slightest suspicion of avodah zarah. And let us hope and pray that in the merit of this awesome day, Chag HaGeula, Yud Kislev, we should bring about the ultimate Geula and remove all of this Ruach HaTumah Avar min ha'aretz, all the avodah zarah, all of the filth, all the negativity should be completely banished from the world, and we should have Mashiach now. Good Yantav.